genesis of the Rock and Load Show?
Well, man, the Rock and Load Show started a couple of years ago. I was asked to put together a group because a label that was interested in possibly looking at me as an artist and all of that. But it kind of morphed into something a whole lot more than just the I, me, my factor. You know, it became a cause that I was driven by, which is rock and roll. So all of a sudden, the band came together with other musician guys, other top session guys like Kent Wells, Dave Fowler, Charlie Crowe, Jack Gavin, Andy Hull, all coming together for one cause, which is rock and roll. So we put together this really phenomenal band.
I've been in Nashville 25 years. I've been here a very long time. And I've been very blessed to surround myself with really good, hard-working musicians who are successful. And I had some guys in mind for Dan, and he didn't know it at the time. Neither of us knew it, but it just kind of evolved to where Kent Wells and Charlie Crowe were very good friends of mine, and two of my very favorite guitar players. And I thought what a treat it would be to have those guys in the same band. And our regular drummer, Jack Gavin, who was in the Charlie Daniels band for 15 years, is one of my dearest friends. And I thought, man, if we could all get together and play this kind of music, it would be really awesome. And it is.
Each one of the fellas in the band, they're playing this music because they're 15 again, and it turns them on. And but they're all phenomenal players.
Pictures the rise in the church where a wedding has been. Looks in the drain, waits by the window, wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for?
Jimmy Mattingly is one of the individuals that has partnered with the Rock and Load Show too. We feature Jimmy. For instance, Jimmy plays or has played with Garth Brooks at Central Park. He plays fiddle, acoustic, mandolin, a variety of instruments with Garth Brooks, Dolly Parton, the Grascals, which is a bluegrass band here, phenomenal band. Slots where we bring in new artists and talent, and they actually play with the band. In other words, they come to rehearsal, the whole band backlines that individual. We learn two songs, one classic rock song that inspired them, that they can cut, that sounds like the record and beyond the record, and maybe their newest original.
Even on this crowded subway, I still feel alone. There's always a big brown cloud hanging in the sky. Lord, it makes the soul of a southern man wanna lay down and die.
To say in a nutshell, the Rock and Load Show is a show that we want to be able to create where we launch new individuals, new talented singers and writers and so on and so forth, but in the way that Don Kirshner did, where we can feature them, launch them, because the way they're set up right now, they're always going to be in the middle, which is high visibility. It is the most opportune time for anybody.
We want to play great music and with people that we like to hang out with
and just have fun.
And have fun. And and I think if it's kind of like the Field of Dreams thing. If you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
And that's the kind of the philosophy we're taking.
it's just a cool thing happening, man. I don't really know how else to sum it up, but it's just something cool's happening. And it's neat that we're playing here tonight, you know, and the TV show, all that opportunity swirling around is pretty amazing.
There's a lot of television shows out there that focus on so-called music, but I think we wanted to create a show that young people will look at that show and say, man, I want to aspire to be. And just like the way we did when we looked at Don Kirshner's rock concert, or listen to the King Biscuit Flower Hour, or Fillmore East and West, you know. Right now, we don't have that. We've got American Idol and John Rich's Gone Country, and we have, so on the national level, at that format, you know, there really is not a rock and roll show.
Ain't got no time to think of the pain when I hear you say you're walking out on me, 'cause you don't care.